"There's a second mortgage on your house," the bank said. "Someone forged my signature." I recognized the handwriting. I sat frozen in my chair staring at documents spread across the loan officer's desk. $175,000 borrowed against my home without my knowledge or consent. The signature on the bottom looked like mine initially, but the lowercase letters curved rounder and softer than my actual handwriting style. My mother's penmanship looked exactly like that. She had taught me to write back in first grade, and while some of her habits stuck with me over the years, not all of them did. I left the bank immediately and drove straight to her house without calling ahead. She opened the front door, wearing her old bathrobe and looking genuinely surprised to see me standing there. "What's wrong, honey?" I shoved the mortgage papers toward her face without saying hello. "Did you forge my signature and take out a loan against my house?" Her expression shifted through several emotions in rapid succession. First shock, then confusion, then fear, then something that almost resembled strange relief. "You found out." She said it so casually, like I had simply caught her borrowing my favorite jacket without asking. "You committed fraud against me. You stole $175,000 from your own son." She turned and walked into her kitchen, then poured herself a cup of coffee like absolutely nothing unusual had happened. "I borrowed it. I was planning to pay everything back before you ever even noticed anything was missing from your accounts. Borrowing requires actually asking for permission first. What you did is forgery and theft against your own child." She sipped her coffee without bothering to offer me any whatsoever. Things got complicated unexpectedly. What things could possibly require that much money from me? Tears started filling her eyes as she finally looked directly at me. "Your brother Theo." Theo had been an absolute disaster for several years at this point. He dropped out of college twice. He couldn't hold down any job longer than a few months at most. He was constantly needing money that would simply vanish into absolutely nothing productive. What happened with Theo this time? Gambling debts that spiraled completely out of his control. Very dangerous people came to my front door one evening with photographs of him. They threatened to break both his legs, and much worse if I didn't pay what he owed them immediately. She was sobbing hard now, with tears streaming down her face. What was I supposed to do? Just stand by and watch my own son get seriously hurt or worse? You could have called the police and reported the threats. You could have told me what was happening. You could have done anything except forge legal documents against your other son who trusted you completely. She shook her head firmly at my suggestions. "You always refuse when it comes to helping Theo with anything at all. You completely gave up on your own brother years ago and wrote him off entirely." That accusation stung deeply because it was at least partially accurate. But I gave up on Theo because he absolutely refused to ever change or accept any responsibility for his own terrible decisions. "Where is the money right now, Mom?" Complete silence as she stared down at the kitchen floor, avoiding my eyes. "Mom, I need you to tell me where that money is right now." "It's gone. I paid off the gambling debt he owed those dangerous men. But then Theo called me and said there was additional money still owed. Interest that had been accumulating. Hidden fees they had added on. I gave him all the remaining money, and he promised me he would handle everything properly this time around." Ice water flooded through my entire body at her words. "You gave Theo direct, unsupervised access to all that money? He swore to me that he would fix everything. He gave me his word." I pulled out my phone and called Theo immediately. He answered on the fourth ring, sounding extremely groggy. "What's up, brother? Where is the $175,000 that Mom gave you?" Complete silence from his end. Then I heard something unmistakable. Slot machines chiming. Casino floor noise. "Are you gambling with that money right now? I'm about to win it back. I have a system." I hung up. Mom was crying into her mug. "He's feeding it into machines." Her face crumbled. Months of nightmare followed. I reported fraud with experts proving Mom forged everything. The bank restructured if she paid from retirement. Theo vanished, then appeared begging shelter. I gave him rehab pamphlets. "Pick one or lose my number forever." Mom calls Sundays crying I destroyed the family. I remind her she committed felony, and she quiets. Most days justified, some days guilt. Last month, Theo entered treatment. 60 days sober. He wrote taking
Click the link on the
responsibility. Maybe
homepage to
forgiveness
watch the
comes
full
when debt
follow-up
clears.
for free.
Maybe never.